it's time for everybody's little Grinch heart to grow 10 sizes because it's time to talk about.
There's hope for you, Jay.
Yeah, there is hope for me. It's
Yes.
time to talk about Christmas and Christmas giving, and we've got the colors here.
It's the time
red
of
and
year.
green together. Let's do it. Let's make everyone feel good.
I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Yes.
We're going to talk about something that's been going on here behind closed doors for about 44 years. And
Yes.
people go, what in the world? I mean, yeah, we've been doing a lot of stuff, like taking care of bad guys and all that kind of stuff for a long time. But this is something really super special that I found out about when I came to work here. So you and I worked together on this for 20 years.
Yeah.
I guess, because you left about 2 or 3 years ago and when you retired. How long were you here? The Bay County Sheriff?
35.
35 years. And
So-
you've been involved in this little project
For
for
40.
39 years.
39 years, yes.
Wow, that's a long time. Now, this is Amy Scott.
Hi.
You work at the Bay County Jail.
I do.
How long you been here with us?
About 2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
You're a baby.
Yeah, maybe
2
3
months?
2, 3 months, yeah.
Oh,
I just
okay.
started.
A baby deputy.
She's really new.
Really new.
You're really new. Okay.
So we've got the veteran Becky Johns here. By the way, thank you both for coming.
Yes. We're
Amy
so
Scott, the rookie.
Yep.
Both of y'all here.
You're a detention specialist.
Yes.
At the Bay
I
County
am.
Jail.
Yep.
And tell me about this project that you've been so involved with and why it's so special to you.
It is my heart, Project 25, for 39 years.
That sounds
What
super
is that?
secretive, by the way.
Yeah,
That sounds
what
like
is
an
Project
operation
25?
that I need to be a part of.
Project 25 is a project that was started in 1980 by Sheriff Lavelle Pitts. And when 2 deputies went to a home, the Reverend Tommy Doss and Deputy Jesse Clark found a family that needed help
For Christmas.
for Christmas. So they pulled their monies together to buy toys for these children. They bought them, went back to the sheriff, told the sheriff what they did, and the sheriff says, well, we need to do something about this. He said, let's start a contest on who can name this
A
project.
toy drive.
Yes.
Basically what it
And
is.
so one of the employees said, how about Project 25? 25 meaning it was Christmas Day.
December 25th.
Is that what that means?
Yes. It
I've been
does.
racking my brain for years trying to figure out what that meant.
I mentioned it to him one day and he goes, what is
What
Project
are you
25?
talking about? Project
Yeah.
20. Okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why
it
didn't anyone
does.
tell me this?
It should be part of your orientation.
Yes.
You got to talk to HR.
You gotta-
about it.
Caleb, our director, why didn't you tell me about this, man?
Caleb's mean. He doesn't
All right,
tell
well,
you
now
a
we
lot.
know. It means
Yes.
25 days of Christmas. That's what it
Yes.
means.
Rice, and it is special.
Because we have angels here in Bay County who donate
Yes.
toys and of course,
Monetary.
monetary donations. So we do a shopping night, and that was confusing to a lot of people. We have apparently a lot of people moving to Bay County, which is wonderful.
Yes.
And they didn't know what the heck is a shopping night. Do I have to pay? Spend my own money? No.
No. What woman do you know that doesn't like to go shop and don't pay?
Uses
You
somebody
know,
else's money.
Uses someone else's money to go shopping.
That's a
They're-
solid point.
Yeah. So
So that's what we do. We offer
do.
them the opportunity to come help us shop because we got lots of kids to shop for, and they can just keep shopping over and over.
and they're
over.
smiling all the way.
Yeah,
They love it, you
they
know.
do. And we have it all planned out for them, so they don't have to come knowing what to do.
Well, and that's
right?
the thing. Like, you come to one of these shopping nights, and everything's already planned out in envelopes. It's a huge operation that nobody sees how it kind of progresses.
Progressive, yes.
You are the ones that are responsible for this.
There's a lot of work behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Folding. I never want to see another green or red bag because you have to fold all these bags.
Yeah.
That will be the toy bags.
That'll be the toy bags, and then Glenda Purvis, my right-hand girl, and then now Amy's going to be my right-hand girl too,
Right.
so we'll have two. Put their names of the children on there, put it on the bag, and we hand those bags out. And they...
to all the shoppers.
Right.
So you get this bag and it says boy, 5
5 years old.
Ah, so I shop for however amount of money. This year was $100.
$100 a child, yes.
And then you fill your basket with
You-
about $100 in stuff.
Yes.
Toys.
Of toys.
Toys.
And you leave that bag I give you in
With the toys.
shopping cart. You don't open it because it's opened at the end
Yeah.
by our junior deputies who love it. They love doing this.
They bag it up.
They bag it up. It goes on an 18-wheeler, and the next day...
Straight to the North Pole to
Yep.
Santa.
Yep. And then the next day, our little elves empty the truck, and then Santa will be there on Christmas Eve.
That's amazing.
All the toy bags.
All the toys,
That's
yes.
awesome.
When do you start preparing for this? Like, because again, this is a huge undertaking. So when's the start? When it's like, when do you see on the calendar, all right, it's time to start getting ready for Project 25 for this upcoming year?
About the 1st of October, we send out a letter to, well, this year the school board picked our kids. And they sent us a list of those guidance counselors that felt like this family needs help. And then they send them back to us, and then the little elves start writing the cards and then start assembling everything. And basically, then we're ready for shopping, and you have all these, like a wheel, you have all these parts that go around, and it just works. We've been doing it the same way for...
Yeah. We have this big truck outside the store on the night of shopping night, which is first Tuesday of every December.
And it was very cold this year.
I love it when it's really cold.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, I couldn't feel my toes, but it was okay.
I know. It was very cold.
Felt like Christmas for, Florida.
Yeah.
And then we have the guys from the shop who are at the big truck, and the junior deputies bring these big red and green toy bags, and they store them in the big truck, and then the next day, of course, they get dispensed out.
It's just a good feeling, Ruth.
Oh, it is.
It's just a really good feeling as I stand outside.
Yes, and watch it happen. But you had something really special this year.
I did.
And that brings in Amy. So
Yes.
tell me what happened. How did you meet Amy?
I was standing in the store among all these people, and this beautiful young lady comes up, and she told me that she was a recipient of Project 25 when she was young. Well, with much tears in my eyes, I embraced her, and she began to tell me the story of her receiving toys.
Tell us the story.
All right. So I received Project 25 in 1998. My dad had gotten into some trouble and was actually arrested and brought into Bay County Jail back when it was downtown. And I'm not trying to paint him in a bad light. He is doing really well now, and my parents are just the hardest working people that I have ever met, both my mom and my dad. But my mom, she found herself as basically a single mother of 3 kids. We moved to low-income housing, and as hard and as much as she worked, she just wasn't able to swing Christmas for us. So somebody told her about Project 25, and she signed all of us up. And we all 3 received, everything we received for Christmas that year was because of Project 25.
And you had a picture.
I did.
I had an actual
I have
picture.
pictures of my brothers, too. I should have brought them, but yeah, we all received.
And you showed it to her. You showed it to me that night, and we were all just so touched that you would be courageous to come forward and say, that was me.
And I actually requested to specifically shop for an 8-year-old girl, and I got to do that.
That's
so,
amazing.
Yeah.
We really, really appreciate that.
What would you say to, so lately I've made some calls, or I had to respond to some calls that involve kids who are in less fortunate situations. I actually asked one child what they want for Christmas, and they said all they want is a Christmas tree. What would you say to families who want to become a part of Project 25, not necessarily that are in need and need some help?
That need help?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, they would call down here or either go through their school guidance counselors. And this is at the beginning. And if they don't have enough spots with the schools, then they can call. And I'll give toys out as long as we have toys.
Okay.
And then I'll find some somewhere else.
Where would you find those?
Where would you find them? Well, I know for sure you made off with the Christmas tree out of the lobby one year.
Out of this lobby?
This lobby. Come in on whenever we came back to work, and it was like, there's no tree here anymore.
Time out. Hold on. How did this happen? Because I need to hear this story.
Well, there was a lady that called. Well, actually, she came up here. And it was Christmas Eve, and she was at the front door, so I seen her standing out there. She was crying. She had a little boy with her. And she said, we don't have a tree. Well, Becky Johns to the rescue here. And I said, okay, I got her address and everything. I said, go back home, and I'll meet you out there. She said, okay, looking at me like, sure. Well, the only tree I had at this point, because everything else was closed in Bay County, was the sheriff's office Christmas tree. So, me and my boyfriend, more him, because it was a big tree, hauled it down the hallway.
Yeah.
And our communications officers were at the end of the hall in the office at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And they're looking at me like I'm waving at them, you know. So we put it in the truck and we take it to this lady's trailer.
Uh-huh.
This tree was big. You have to imagine it.
Our lobby is a little taller than the average trailer.
Yes.
So you basically
The
Clark
ceiling.
Griswolded it inside the trailer.
Correct.
Easy. That could be done.
Yes.
Done
Oh,
before.
wow.
But I knew, Jake, as sure as my name was Becky Johns, that tree was going in that house. We knocked over all kind of stuff getting that tree in the house, but I knew that tree was going in that house because that little boy was going to get up Christmas morning with a tree in his house.
Yeah.
It was kind of lopsided, but
You know, it was a tree.
it was a tree.
Yeah.
It's all jammed.
Yeah. And
Just
then,
imagine.
then we had toys in the truck also that I had found around here.
In other words, if you had anything on your desk, it may
Just
not
happy
be
no one wanted
there.
to press charges that night. Yeah, appreciate that.
I didn't care at this point, you know, but no, we had a toy shed out back that
Yeah.
we had toys for him. He didn't get somebody's boom box or anything else, the stapler.
A little
or-
stuffy
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
somebody's desk. Okay.
Right. But, you know, I went to bed that night thinking, first of all, I'm going to be fired because the tree is gone.
Yeah.
But knowing that I had helped that little boy with that smile that next morning instead of getting up and just sitting there with nothing,
Trying to understand, you know. and
trying
not.
to understand why his mama couldn't get him a tree.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
horrible.
You know, Project 25 has had a wonderful past, had a great present for this year. Now we look into the future of Project 25. Where do you see it? Where would you like to see Project 25 progressing as we move forward?
I'd like to see the age group go a little bit higher. You know, our cutoff is 10, but you have an 11-year-old in a house with a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old, and they still have feelings. You know, they still want to know, well, why didn't I not receive something? And they're at that age where, you know, it could go bad or good. You know, well, nobody cares about me.
Yes. Yes.
See, and I
true.
agree with you 100% because these are still children. These are still kids. An
Yes.
11-year-old, even a 15, 16-year-old, they're still kids.
Yes.
And Christmas is still Christmas for everybody. And I 100% agree with that. That, yeah,
It's the spirit of giving.
I would love to see that.
And the sheriff has always said he wants to teach his deputies the spirit of giving also, and to teach people the spirit of giving. You know, he's a very, very into that. You know, he wants...
It's service. It's part
It's-
of what we do. It
Right.
really it is. We serve the community.
Yes.
And it's just another way
Yes,
in which we serve.
yes, and a lot of support with Project 25. I've been retired now almost 6 years, and
I can't believe that.
I know. And the sheriff said I could do it till I'm 99.
Good.
And she will be.
So with Amy by my side too.
Amy, what do you say to people that are listening to your story that are maybe looking for something to donate to their time for the shopping night or their money or toys? What do you say to them?
Yeah, just get involved with the shopping night, fundraising, donate, absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for coming.
Both y'all, thank you so much. You've grown her Grinch heart 10 sizes since we started.
It's a miracle.
Yeah,
I know, it's
it
a
is.
Christmas miracle.
Y'all are miracle workers. So thank y'all so much for
Thank
coming
you
in.
for having
really
us.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.